Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's hump day, midweek. How are you doing? Hey Barbara. See me at 9. I can't see what's behind the heart. Well, I've got the whole flight attendant vibe going on. Do you like it? As I was getting ready, I was feeling purple today, so I put my purple top on and then my purple makeup. And as I was doing my hair, I noticed this. I've got two like see-through plastic units, perspex unit things that I put that has got my makeup and hair stuff and things like that in. And I saw this, and I've never worn it. This silk necktie thing. It's actually from Tatcha, the skincare company, same as this tablecloth. When you get the sets, they give you, I don't know, a bit of cloth, a bit of purple cloth. And I kept it because it's really pretty. It is really pretty. I thought I'd put it on, and now I feel like a flight attendant. So the exits are, you know, and put your tray tables up and all of that stuff. You're going on your laptop. Okay, cool, Barbara. Go for it. Hopefully no power cuts today. I was devastated on Monday. After I finished Monday's Psychic Cafe, I made some daily reads, and then I made a pick a card read, what's next in your love life, which I would be putting live if I still had it. There were various power cuts throughout the morning, but one of them happened when the pick a card read was being published. Now, my Mac only has so much storage in it, and because those are big readings, it's like it's the intro video, the crystal video, the flower video, the shell video, so 4 being put into one. And so as it's processing that, in order for it to save it on my computer, I need to delete those individual files. Well, as it was building the pick a card read, the power went out and I lost everything. It takes me about 3 hours work to make those pick a card reads, and I lost it all. I was so frustrated. I cried for about an hour, tears of frustration, and I couldn't do anything for the rest of the day because I was just like, I wanted to smash something. I wanted to get some glass and smash it to release that frustration energy, but instead I cried for an hour. I was devastated. All of that work for nothing, and it was a really good reading as well. Important information in it, it's just all gone. So, I'm going to smash something if something like that happens again today. I was looking into getting like a backup unit. You can get these batteries that you put between your computer and the thing, the sockets, and they store charge, but it only gives you about 6 minutes once the power goes off. It had given me 6 minutes, I would have been able to retrieve it. I would have been able to click back. Hey Bob, I've already said hello to Barbara. Diane, I wanted to say, hello Dan. Hey Eva, how is everyone today? So I'm getting over that, piecing myself back together, very frustrated about it. Hopefully there's not going to be power cuts today. We had them yesterday. The infrastructure on this island, it leaves a little bit to be, you know, I don't know what that saying is. Okay, let's do some one question readings. If you're on here live with me, check the pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up top of the live chat. That tells you how to get one. You can book yourself in now or any time throughout this live, and I'll do that for you. There's nobody booked in, I just checked. So yeah, get yourself booked in. There, you can ask anything. It can be very specific, or it can be like guidance from my higher self, or career guidance from my higher self, or you don't need to say from my higher self. Career guidance, love life guidance, whatever it is that you want. And apart from that, I'm going to be getting cards out for the collective to see what the guides want to say. Now, there's been some advancements in mine. I added a certain crush on Facebook, and I didn't see him yesterday, which I was hoping for, but I didn't. So I messaged him instead and asked, is he ever going to be there? But you know, I was kind of talking about training and, you know, playing it safe. rather than personal stuff. And he got the wrong end of the stick, and he thought that I was asking to book in for a private session with him, and he persisted on with that. It's like, when a dog gets hold of something and won't let go of it. He persisted with that, and I'm like, oh no, I've disappointed him now because I'm having to say no to him. That's not what I wanted. But he was very eager, and I don't know whether he was eager like to see me, or I don't know. So we'll see. Shouldn't message, but you know how it is when like you don't see someone, so it's like, I want to reach out in some kind of a way. It's good. It's got the dialogue opened anyway now, so we'll be a little bit more friendly with each other next time we see each other, rather than staring at each other like we did last time. Let's get some cards out. I don't even know him. I remember him training me one time, maybe a year ago. It could be 2 years ago. And him saying that I would hurt my knee if I carried on doing that particular movement. And he was right. Yeah, he was right. That knee is my dodgy knee. What his intentions are. I don't even know if he likes me. I mean, he's been looking at me. It's just very, very new. I just want him, I wanted to get him at the training classes that I go to. He knows when I'm there now anyway. Hopefully he'll come along just so that I can get to know him a little bit, because I don't know. I know all the rest of him. But yeah, we'll see. I'll ask the right questions when it's time to. It's not time to now. I don't know him at all. We will see. So guys, what do you want to tell us? What do we need to know about today? Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is about persisting, even when you're not getting the good stuff. Usually it's depicted by a scene of a church and a snow. And the church's windows are all lit up. It looks warm and cozy in there, although you can't really tell, can you, through stained glass windows. It's probably freezing in there. Churches are pretty freezing, those big ones, stone ones. I remember from my childhood in the UK. And there's some people walking past it, and the worse for wear, they've got the hobbling, they've got crutches and bandages, and they don't seem to be doing very well, but they're walking past the church and they don't go in for solace. I think I said this in last time's show, but the old wounded me saw that tarot card as saying, like, why don't they go in, and why don't they just get comfort? The comfort is right there, why don't they get the comfort? But now the empowered me looks at this energy of the Five of Pentacles going, no, they're determined to get somewhere better and not go to the halfway house, to the just seek comfort. The empowered me feels this energy very differently of the Five of Pentacles. It's not feeling left out. It's the, I don't mind being left out of this shit because I'm headed over there for something better. That's what it is. It came up the other day. I thought it did. I thought it was in this show that I said that same thing. Thank you, Barbara. I do so many readings, I don't know. It could have been in a daily. It could have been in a pick a card read. Damn it. Why did the universe do that? That's my paid stuff. That's like, I'm not earning very much at the moment, and I lost that. That is the thing that usually earns me some money. Oh, I feel like the universe is conspiring against me, but I will keep on going, like this card says. Something better. Something better. Headed for something better. Persisting. It's the gnarly version of the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is like a carrot dangled in front of you saying, look, you've been doing all of this healing work and it's coming to a close now, just keep on going. It's that pat on the back, keep going, dear. This is it's shit right now. I know, and it hurts, but it's like, it's just keep on going. Don't settle for less. Don't go for the comfort. Don't just stop where you are right now. Keep on going to where you're headed. That's what it's saying. So what? Ten of Pentacles, we're building something for the future. Can I say? Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles is when we have a vision to build something in the future. And so, you know, when you're laying those foundations, it might not look like anything. And you might think, oh, I'm building a house, but I could just build a shelter and throw something up, and it would only take me a week to throw something up, and then I'd be warm and out of the rain. But the foundations don't seem like much, but if you persist and you build those foundations, and then brick by brick or breeze block by breeze block, you put it up, it's going to be worth it in the long term to make something bigger, build something bigger for the long term. Now, it doesn't have to be building something. It could be about abundance. Building something for yourself. Could also be about relationships too, about taking things slowly and not going for the first one that you fancy. Just getting to know them properly, and as Barbara said, their intentions and things like that, having those difficult conversations. I'm reading Love Life by Matthew Hussey at the moment. I pre-ordered his book and it came out around my birthday, and I started reading it then. But with those kind of books, I've got to take it piece by piece. Like with a novel, I'll read it all in one go kind of thing, or over a couple of days or 3 days or something. But with a book like that, when there's a lot to soak in, there's a lot to take in, I take it not chapter by chapter, but that kind of thing. And so I'm reading that at the moment. It's really good. Hey, it's most of it I know, but it's got an interesting take on a lot of things. It's good. I like him. Matthew Hussey, Love Life. I'd recommend his book. I haven't finished it, but I'd recommend it. He's very good at suggesting ways to say things, scripts. To bring things up in an easy kind of a way. He's very good at that. I'm actually loving my hair at the moment. How she did it's really cool. The Queen of Swords, from her perspective now, she sees very clearly the way ahead. She's built that. She's built that balloon that gives her the perspective. She's built it herself. The Queen of Swords is about boundaries. It's about being very strong. Oh, I went to the beach yesterday after training, which was lovely. But as I sat there, I saw this guy coming up. I've known him, well, since I've been on this island, I've known him. He's the partner of a friend of mine. They have a baby now. She must be about 2 or 3, perhaps now. There's something that's always bothered me about him, because whenever she wasn't on the island, he would be with someone else. And I thought, they have an open relationship, or she doesn't know about it. She must know about it. Everyone knows them here. She must know about it. They must have an open relationship. And I thought, she's so beautiful. Why would she be putting up with that? Anyway, he was walking down the beach, and I'm not that friend. I don't like him. It's just so very superficial. He's very good looking, but yeah, nothing to him. Like nothing to him. And as they're getting closer, I see that it's not her. It is someone else that looks just like her as well. And I'm like, still, even though he's a father now, he's doing that. I'm like, why? Why does she put up with that? I don't understand it. She's obviously not being loved right. I don't care if he's good looking or if they have good times when they are together. He's not loving her right, and she deserves more than that. You see, outward appearances, he seems like a catch, but he's so totally not. I would be devastated if I was her with that behaviour, not being loved right. Anyway, that's me from my perspective as the Queen of Swords now. There's just no way. There's no way I'd put up with that. Like, no way. As tricky as some of the relationships that I've been in have been, I've never had anything like that. The guys that I've been in relationship with have been with me, you know, dedicated to me. There's not been anything like that going on. I would just be like, just no way. There's no way. Anyway, it's amazing what some people will put up with, huh? I couldn't imagine settling. That's that Five of Pentacles kind of an energy. I couldn't imagine settling for that. That's settling for feeling terrible about yourself, isn't it? I would. And the fact that he picks girls that look exactly like her as well. Like, what the hell? Weirdo. What a weird person. His mum lives on this island and I've never connected with her at all. I've not tried to. I knew him first and it's put me off. I'm like, a woman that brings up a guy like that. Nah. Anyway, temperance. Patience is the card of patience and tempering ourselves. That was all about that on Monday, having to temper myself. I wanted to smash something. I really wanted to smash something. I was worried for the windows. And then I just couldn't carry on. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even do a workout. A workout would have made me feel better, but I just couldn't do it. I was just like, I am not doing anything. And I read Matthew's has his book and stuff. Just to shift away, you know, to shift my focus to something else. I slept fine that night, and then when I woke up in the morning, I'd forgotten about it. And then like 10 minutes later, I remembered, and I'm like, damn it, universe, you do that to me. Don't you do that to me. Temperance, tempering ourselves. When feelings come up that we don't like, especially with the Queen of Swords, is about boundaries, and it's not pleasant, isn't it? Wouldn't we just love to be in a utopia with great people where we'd be able to be loving and giving and completely open, and we don't have to do any of that boundary stuff? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Because it doesn't make us feel great doing the boundary stuff, but we have to do it because we live here amongst shitty people like him on the beach. Wow, there's just no way. If he made a move toward me, I'd punch him in the face, I think. I think I would. I was just like, are you kidding me? It's like such a big insult to think that I would put up with any of that shit. No way. No way. Wow. King of Pentacles. This is the female version of the King of Pentacles. I want to read it. I want to read it out. To me, King of Pentacles energy is about mastering our money and our stability and all of that kind of thing. And not giving it up, not for anything. You know how we can give ourselves up for a relationship? I don't know whether we're talking about relationships here. Could be talking about money. You know how we give ourselves up for money? You know? Do things that we don't really want to do, that we don't really love doing, that isn't our zone of genius and isn't helping anyone, but we do it for money. Or we get into a relationship and we start giving ourselves up, and our stability and the things that we've been doing. King of Pentacles. Female King of Pentacles, here she is. This card shows the female king in a garden surrounded by blooming flowers. The blossoms have round golden centers that look like shiny gold coins. Not really. They represent the wealth and success the king has achieved. She's carefully absorbing the golden coins to her chest, which shows her discipline and dedication to handling business and finances. On top of her head lies a castle nested in her hair like a beacon to others. She represents stability and security. She's not only a savvy businesswoman, but she's also caring and generous with others. She doesn't give herself up, see? Wealth, business acumen, management skills, discipline, financial adeptness. Something I've been thinking about lately, the difference between, I know men have this drive to provide, and that's a great thing. But I also find a lot of men, they don't care how they do that. Like the providing is more important than what it is that they're doing to get that money. I'm generalizing now, I know they're not all like that. But generalizing again, women are more likely not to do that, and are more likely to, that's why we end up being the nurturers and the carers and doing things like this. It's not the stuff that gets us a lot of money, but we haven't got that same drive to, it doesn't matter how we get it, just that we provide is important. We are more like, no, my integrity and doing something that is helping is more important to me. I think women have evolved like that because we were being looked after and the men were providing, and so we had the space to do that. I think men being the provider while the woman's doing charity work, that kind of thing. And it's probably that whole dynamic has led to the women's things not being valued very much. So we don't get paid very much for it because it's seen as something that is charity, and you get money from somewhere else apparently while you're doing that. Well, you don't, you see. If you're single, you don't. You don't get paid by other people. You only get paid by doing this stuff, and it sucks because it's not paid well at all. But that, yeah, I'm getting that. Stick with it. Oh, this could be about money then. Stick with it. It's going to come good. If you're being in integrity with yourself, and it might suck right now where you're at, but keep going. To me, it's always been very important to me, the teachings of be the change that you want to see. I am strong, and I'm stubborn, and I am not willing to change. I'm not willing to be part of the problem in order to benefit myself in that kind of way. Hey, Starlight Angel. How are you? Trying to remember your name, and it is, I can't remember. But remind you your name again, please. So this King of Pentacles, our stability, and yeah, it's good. Veronica. Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that one at all. I was thinking Melissa for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a face of a friend of mine, Facebook friend of mine, popped into my mind. She's called Melissa. Anyway, Ace of Swords is an aha that gives you direction forward. Start something new. Something like that. And the King of Cups. Oh, someone's got feelings for us. Why did he have to show up? Because this was all being very empowering, wasn't it? And it was all about us. And then, someone with feelings for you shows up. Perhaps that's when they do show up. We're obviously talking about building something for ourselves here and being tenacious about it. With that Ten of Pentacles being there and that Five of Pentacles. I'm good, thanks. I'm good. I'm channeling my inner flight attendant today. Okay, well, that's what we've got today. So keep on going, especially if you, like me, are not willing to compromise yourself for what it is that you want. Keep going. Keep going, says the Five of Pentacles. We're here to make change in the world. I mean, it's obvious that to me, especially when where abundance is concerned. I mean, the universe always provides. I hate it when it's hand to mouth like this, but it does. It always saves my ass. I hate it because I do so much work. I'm pretty much working all the time, and I should be paid very well for it, and I'm not. I'm hand to mouth, and that's not right. That's why it pissed me off so much when I lost that bigger card read on Monday. It's like, universe, I'm working so damn hard here, and you take the one thing that was going to make me a little bit of money to help me pay my rent, which I can't pay right now. You take that away from me. Like, I know it's going to save my ass, but I work so hard. It shouldn't need to save my ass. I should be making plenty from it. But I'm not willing to compromise myself and do those things that I know you need to do to satisfy these goddamn algorithms that are in charge of everything now. So even though I say I'm good, I'm really annoyed at the moment. the way things are going. It should be different. It should be different, you know. See absolute trash on the internet and people going viral because they say just making shit up. Absolute nonsense. They're the ones that get attention. It's like, what is the world coming to? Like, what the hell? And it's like, put some good information out of that. Oh, let's ignore that. Who wants to listen to that? Crazy world, huh? Okay. I want to get some cards out. Fake news sells. I know, and I don't want to do it. I mean, you got to compromise yourself. You got to compromise yourself to get noticed now. And I'm not playing that game. Nah, I'm not playing that game. Stick around to the end because I will be pulling out the secret manifestation card out for everyone that does. By Rhonda Byrne. My last one said everything's always on track. I needed to hear that because it's like, it doesn't feel like it right now. It feels like I'm being punished. I shouldn't be punished. Okay, Lenormand, what have we got? We've got the heart out first, which is obvious what it means. And the clover out next, which is luck, fate. The more bullshit, the more people watch. I know, it's crazy, huh? It's just crazy. There's so much craziness going on right now. First time in a long time people are actually dying. Like, people are dying before the parents now. A lot. Because there's so much trash out there. And just the latest that blows my mind is people that have believed that vegan bullshit. That now women are saying, oh, we weren't meant to have periods. Because they're losing the periods because they're so malnourished. And they're thinking it's a good thing. And it's like, how backwards can you get? That's your body saying you are not healthy enough to sustain life. There is so much terrible information. It's like we evolved and got better and found out more and we were living longer and all of that kind of thing. And it's the internet and algorithms. Algorithms have just taken it fast, super fast in the wrong direction because of the way algorithms work. It promotes the misinformation more than the correct information. And it's not helped either by very greedy people, very, very rich people, greedy people that are wanting you to buy their vegan shit and their processed shit and all of that kind of thing. There was that thing, that movie, people were really sucked in by it. I can't remember what it's called now. But it was just an advertisement. Yeah, it was a movie, documentary, whatever you call them. But it was made by Bill Gates to sell his thing. It was all about a product. It was just a really long advert, and people were sucked into it as if it wasn't an advert, and it was. It's wild, hey? Snake. Snake in the grass. Ooh, so a heart, lucky, and then a snake. Tell us about the heart, please. So my current crush, he's a Virgo. I like that energy. My last boyfriend was a Virgo. Very driven, very, yeah. I need someone like that. I'd be too much for someone if they weren't like that too. That's about much as I know of him. We've got fish, abundance. So heart and abundance. Meanwhile, one of my best friends has got a thing for me, but he's only 24. It's not his age. I've known him since he was a kid. He's one of my best friends. We should stop just having a thing. But I wish you'd get over it. It's making me very uncomfortable. You like Virgo too, yeah. Virgo's straightforward. Hey, what sign are you, Barbara? I don't remember. Tell us more about the heart and the fish, please. Abundance of love. The moon. I need to read it out. Fish is about abundance. What's the moon about? 32. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth, says Buddha. Buddha, like Americans say it. Many myths and legends around the world interpret the shapes on the moon, blah, 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 blah. The moon is associated with myth, dreams, reverie, mystical matters, enchantment, and inspiration. When we gaze at the moon in the sky, we see not only a reflection of the sun's light, but also the mirror to our imagination and our subconscious. The moon illuminates intuition, instinct, perception, creativity, fantasy, and passion. It does, doesn't it? It's like the moonlight. Because we can't see properly, we can make up stories in our minds. It's like being out late at night in the moonlight, and we feel like telling stories and things like that. It gets our... It's like when you can't see clearly what's around you, you want to make things up. You get creative. It's the same in the unknown too. It's why when we take time for ourselves, unknown, you've got nothing to do, that's when your creative impulses come out too. Nice. Leo with the Scorpio moon. Leos and Virgos, huh? The crescent moon reminds us that things happen in cycles. So if negative experiences are suggested by nearby cards, no, they're not. It may be necessary to wait for the conclusion of events before expecting improvements. The moon card reflects and enhances other cards in its orb. Dreams, magic, reflections, intuition, inspiration, mysticism, cycles. Going off my intuition, when this guy came into my life first, I was very interested. I don't know, just something about his energy, and I tried to find out who he was, and I didn't. I thought he was someone else. And very rare that I do that. Very rare that I've got a pull towards someone and then try and investigate like that. But he wasn't here at the time, you know, he's just here occasionally. So that wouldn't have matched my criteria. Someone needs to be here and living here. And I know this is why my young friend, maybe one of the reasons, I mean, we do get along so well. I consider him one of my best friends. And we do get along so well. But he's not stupid either. We don't play the tourist game. And so there's not many people like us. So I get it that he's kind of turning toward me. He was holding this foamy stick yesterday. And he was walking toward me, and I went like this for him to give me the stick. He gave me the stick, so I whacked him on the head with it and gave it him back. Dave, our friend, saw it, and he was just laughing his head off at me. He should have known that that's what I'd do if he handed me the stick, but he didn't. It was a funny moment. Clover, we're lucky. Why? So there's something about our intuition. There's something about creativity. There's an abundance of the heart. We've got lucky letter. Communication. That's what I had with him yesterday. He was messaging me very fast too. But it kind of came across. It could have been so eager because he was lacking money or something like that and wanted me to book in for a private training with him. Or perhaps he was just really drawn to me and he really wants to spend time, and that would be the only way that we could at the moment. I don't know. But anyway, lucky communication, the stork. The stork is the start of something, right? The birth of something. I opened it at the right page. That's a good sign. Birth is the sudden opening of a window. That's what I wanted to do with that communication, see, is open the window. Show him, it's fine to talk to me and you can message me and whatever. Birth is a sudden opening of a window through which you look out upon a stupendous prospect. For what has happened? A miracle. You have exchanged nothing for the possibility of everything. I've really taken it to heart now, that whole women, we need to be the ones that open the door to them. We need to be the first move makers, but not the move, just the open the door. I'm safe to approach. You are allowed to approach me. I've really taken that to heart. I know that I need to do that now. And so I'm doing it. The appearance of the stork card means an arrival of an important development. Though the stork traditionally symbolises the birth of an actual baby, it can also signify the arrival of major changes in other areas of your life. These changes are usually positive ones that result from a long, laborious period of careful planning or learning lots of lessons, rather than from mere luck, because it's come out with lucky. The lucky thing was the communication, leads to the stork. Stork card symbolises productivity, movement toward tangible results, and that's got me thinking, because he said that he does want to work there like all the time, so he would be doing the classes that I do, and it's probably why he wants me to book him for a private, because I would have to ask the boss there to book me in. He wants to get in as one of the regular staff. He said he's lucky at the moment, he's doing 3 classes a day. It's just not the one that I do, and privates as well, so he's got his foot in the door. So if I instead ask the owner of the gym, because I like, it's good with new trainers, and anyway, I fancy him. So if I say to the gym owner, oh, is he going to do the 8 o'clock classes sometime? It'd be nice to train with a new trainer. Perhaps it could help him to get the job. I don't know. The stork card symbolises productivity and movement towards tangible results. The migratory bird also signifies the beginning of a new season and transformation. This card may also represent reliable people in your life who bring assistance and gifts, represented by the eggs. The stork card communicates to you that you're receiving what you desire and what you deserve. Arrival, improvements, productivity, movement and results. Sounds good, doesn't it? Open the door and ask what they're looking for. Totally. When I went to float in the pool yesterday afternoon, after I did my leg workout, it was a very good looking guy there. He was sat there in meditation pose with his legs crossed when I got there, first of all. And then he came in the pool and gave me a big smile. But I didn't open the door because he's a tourist. It's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. You've got to be so careful about that when you live in a place like this. Snake. Tell us about the snake. No, I'll get the other cards out first. You know, there's a big difference of, like, the guy, my crush, when he came in and that, wanting to know who he is. That kind of a feeling, and then someone just smiling at me and showing interest. Well, guys show me interest all the time. It doesn't mean anything. But when something in me picks someone out like that, and like, oh, I'm interested in this guy, who is he? Pay attention to that. Who we're choosing, who we choose, not who chooses us. Who cares if someone likes us? Of course they're going to like me. I'm great. We've got a coffin. Ending, beginning. Is she coming out or is she going in? Is she coming out or is she going in? And a bouquet. What is this? I don't understand it at all. Snake. Perhaps it's going to become evident. Snake, coffin, and bouquet. Let's put it all together. I feel like a detective now. A detective on an aeroplane. Snake. Look before you leap, for snakes among sweet flowers do creep. This snake card shows a beastly serpent, coiling itself around a sweet young lady. It appears that the snake is a threat to the charming lady. Charming lady, but is she really sweet and innocent? No. As I showed yesterday when I whacked my friend in the head. And then I did it again. I'm like, Give me that. And it's like, no. Like, he learns. He learns. More fun to be had tomorrow with those boys. But is she really sweet and innocent? No, she isn't. She's got a very naughty little girl inside of her that does stuff like that. Perhaps she is the threat. This snake card is warning you that appearances might be deceiving. The people who seem to be your friends and allies could be deviously undermining you because of jealousy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Resentment or sheer ambition. Now, I have thought this. Once I start seeing someone, all of those guys at the gym are going to change toward me. I know that. I know that. Because they're all a bit in love with me. We're all friends, but that's the way it is, right? When you are friends with the opposite sex, is that there is always something there. Even though they're not right for me, we won't move on it. It's going to change things. Pay close attention to the card that immediately follows the snake. It's a coffin. This situation may be rife with treachery. This card may also warn you not to be dazzled and taken in by someone who seems charming but probably has his own agenda. When the snake card appears, make sure you keep your eyes open and see the situation for what it really is. Wow. They have to show interest. Yeah. It's got to be that balance, right? It's a bit of a dance, isn't it? Back and forth. That kind of thing. But I know I didn't used to be the chooser. Interesting that coffin comes right after the snake. 7, 8. Oh, and then 9. 7, 8, 9. They're in a row. Wild. Okay, so that's the snake. So we've got to be careful. Coffin. Health is not valued till sickness comes, right? Coffin card is referred to as the death card, but it does not always mean literal death. While it can relate to serious illness, end-of-life issues, more often it refers to endings and losses that may be personal or possibly financial. Now, what I do know is that he was in a contract. He used to fight for a famous brand, and boxing brand, and he was locked in that contract, and now he's bought himself out of that contract so that he's got the freedom to actually be himself and do what he wants to do. I've never seen him fight as a result, but he's getting ready for a fight now. Interested to see him fight. I'm interested to know who he is. Interests me. But he might not be in a very good financial state at the moment. He might be, I don't know. This coffin card shows someone lying in a sardine can, but we don't know if the can's being opened or closed. The person may have chosen to retreat into a dark place away from people and problems. Sometimes before moving on from a difficult and painful situation, it's necessary to grieve or process the change. That's been coming up in Pick a Card reads. People are grieving at the moment and not ready for a relationship or new things. This card may indicate the need to withdraw and isolate, at least temporarily. The coffin may signify an estrangement, which may even occur because of your choice. On the other hand, this card may be pointing out something that's frightening you or causing anxiety. On the positive side, the coffin card may indicate the end of difficult circumstances. So there is something going on here. And bouquet comes after that, the next page. When you take a flower, so you can see what this is saying, right? It's not what it seems at the moment. They're going through something at the moment, and then bouquet is an offer. When you take a flower in your hand and really look at it, it's your world for the moment. I want to give that world to someone else. The bouquet card represents much more than a bunch of pretty flowers you might see somewhere. These lovely flowers have been carefully selected, arranged, and tied with a bow and are ready to be offered as a gift to someone special. Giving a bouquet as a gift is a gesture of deep affection for a beloved friend, lover, or family member. This is happy card signifying intimacy, sincerity, harmony, and contentment in a relationship. The sweet bouquet reflects your own feelings of gratitude, confidence, and clarity. If the bouquet card follows a threatening card, such as the coffin or clouds, no, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it's a coffin. It does. A threatening card. Is it threatening? It probably means that after some difficulties, understanding the situation, you'll find clarity or reach an accord. Yeah. So there's going to be a bit of a wait. So there's going to be an unfolding process that goes on. Interesting. Wariness is the snake, right? It's like, why? Why are they doing this? Why do they like me? Why do they like me? What do they want? Because whether we like it or not everyone has got a heart of gold. I'm amazed at the amount of people, in fact, that choose relationships to get ahead. That choose relationships based on how much money that someone's got, or, you know, what they've got going on about them. Quite a few, apparently, here, especially Thailand. Yep. Well, who would like a manifestation card? Look at the cat. Who would like a manifestation card? You okay there? Hey? Who would like one? I'll get one out for myself first. Put in the comments if you'd like one of these. And thank you for sticking around to the end. I'll get myself, hey Lara, I'll get myself one out first. Oh dear. Live your dream on the inside first. See it in your mind and feel it in your heart until it feels completely real to you, and then it will manifest in your life. Okay. I'm going to be living my dream on the inside first. What would Barbara, what's Barbara going to be doing? Barbara, there's more than enough. The universe offers all things to you and everyone through the law of attraction if you choose it. Do you want there to be enough for you and everyone? Yes. Then choose that and know there is abundance of all things. There's an unlimited supply. Each of us has the ability to tap into that unlimited invisible supply through our thoughts if we choose to. There's more than enough. So that's Barbara. And Lara is live in joy, Lara. How's your situation going at work, Lara? Live in joy. Humanity needs your joy. Planet Earth needs your joy. The universe needs your joy. And that's why you're here. Find what brings you joy, start living it, and you will have fulfilled your purpose. I'm so sad that I lost that pick a card read, because one of them was such an important reading about inner child healing and stuff. Hey, this goddamn island with its stupid electricity and its stupid Wi-Fi and its gorgeous beaches. Diane's next. Diane, everything is always on track, always. I got this on Monday. No matter where you are in your life currently, and no matter how difficult things might appear to be in this moment, you're always being moved toward magnificence. You are where we should be right now. That's for you, Diane. And next up, Star Love Angel. I can't remember your name. Why did I lose that so quickly? Money doesn't bring happiness, but happiness brings money. I mentioned it, not that exact thing, in today's tarot today. Money doesn't bring happiness, says people with money. Very stressful to be without money. It's very stressful. I don't like it. It's very stressful. But it doesn't bring happiness. Happiness brings money. Does it? Does it really? I don't know. If you keep thinking that you need money, then you'll keep attracting needing money. You have to find a way of being happy now and feeling good now and being in joy now without the money, because those great feelings are what attracts money. Kind of, you know what? Law of attraction people say this, but then law of attraction people make that money through selling the idea of law of attraction, which I know attracts people in that are damaged, that want that utopia vision and all of that kind of thing. If you're not peddling law of attraction or coaching or something like that, which is just getting money off a certain select group of people, really, you know, when we look into it, is this really true? Is it really true? How many law of attraction teachers out there are not attracting abundance like this because they haven't had the lucky algorithm chance to actually be out there and make money from it? You know, we hear it from the ones that have done it, made it big, but there's plenty that haven't, you know. It's something that I've been thinking about. Because the law of attraction teachings and the coaching racket kind of thing is almost like a pyramid scheme in a way with these kind of teachings. If you look at the people like getting coaching, I opted out of that. I got into it and then realised it's like this isn't for me. I mean, I know that I offer my services, these readings, and it's not that much different really, but to me, therapy is very different than coaching, and I feel like my readings are more of that therapeutic value for healthiness, you know. There's a lot of value in that. However, coaching and this kind of thing, I don't know, it's just there's something that's off with it to me. You know what? Because I think, you know how I was saying before, how men generally, I'm generalizing now, but they're more likely to do whatever for money because the money is what's important. I mean, the providing is important. I provide for my family. I'll do what I need to do. Whereas, and men have evolved to be like that because that has been their role, and women have evolved to be the nurturers and the carers and all of that kind of thing, more likely to do charity work and taking care of everything else because we have evolved to be like that too. We have in the past been taken care of. We're not taken care of anymore. And so there's this changing times. It's like what is valuable and what's not valuable. What are you prepared to do? What are you not prepared to do? And I think out of that, I think there's some people that have managed in the masculine kind of a way to make it big. And I don't think, I really believe this whole abundance thing, like mega abundance, that's unnatural. It's unnatural for one person to have a lot. I think that's unnatural. I don't think that, I think we're going wrong there. It's not available to everyone, that. Someone's got to be missing out for that. I mean, it just is. It's just the truth. It is. And I think if we set our sights on less than we've got, but not that, you know, billions or whatever. I think if we were all in integrity with ourselves, we'd all have plenty enough, but not massive amounts, right? Not massive amounts. There's something's gone wrong if someone's got a massive amount. That's what I think. And so when you've got coaches, law of attraction teachers that have made it big, good on them. I mean, good on them for doing that, but they've taken away from somewhere else. Not specifically. I mean, not like they've done it, like they've taken from someone else. That's what has happened to get them there. They've had the luck. They've had they've somehow been put up there, and they're getting all of it that should be apportioned out between everyone that's doing that. Do you know what I mean? Which is another reason why I hate algorithms right now. But before algorithms, it was still, you know, oh, this person gets famous. Why? I don't know. They just do They just had a lucky break. They were just picked out. They just met someone that put them up there. Put them out there. I know, when I was really amongst all of that coaching crowd and all of that years ago, around 2012 time, there'd be this circuit. You see it now. There's everyone's interviewing the same people, you know, in the podcast sphere and all of that kind of thing, or all giving each other a leg up and all of that. But you know, there's plenty of people trying to get into that crowd that are pushed away, and I was one of those people back then, talking to those people that were in that in crowd. I was kept out. I was kept out of that, and all of those teachers are from the very same people that are saying you just need to ask, and you just ask, and I asked them directly to be in on that, and I was pushed out. And it's like, oh, you see, you're teaching these things, but you're not actually open to it. There's a dark side to the coaching community thing, and it was why I pulled away from it. It's like they're just saying that, and they don't really believe it. Like, it's worked for them, but they don't. Do they want to give up their position? Hell no. They know that they were lucky to get there, and it's going to get them disproportionately more than anyone else. They don't want anyone else to get up there. Just those few that have already done it, that have already got themselves up there. Let's keep it to ourselves. And that's what happens, you see. And I don't think that that's what community is about. You know, and I think that's why every now and then somebody comes up with this. We need to start getting local again. To even it all out, like shop local, shop from the small people. Right? It's hard though, because we don't see those small people. The algorithm shows the big people and the idiots. Anyway, wow, what a tangent that was. Drawn with that one has not been there, which is good. Oh, good. You're ready with your responses. Isn't that awesome, Lara? I think that's what healing is about, is we change our energy because we're ready for anything. And then it doesn't even happen. We don't even need to use it. Why? Because our energy has changed, and so the person comes at us differently. That's what I found with my healing too, with abusers. People don't stop being abusers, but they stop trying it on with me. They stop trying it on with me because they feel it in my energy that I'm not going to take that shit anymore. And it's very powerful. It makes me wonder, like me reading the Love Life book by Matthew Hussey, another one that's up there, you know, because he moved to California is why. He moved to LA and he got in with all those people. That's how he did it. That's how he made it big. So anyway, it's good though. I'm reading his book. There's probably some amazing relationship coaches that are just as good as him, but are really small. But it's his book that I'm reading because he's out there. And what was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say. Oh yeah, maybe it's like that with the relationship stuff too. Is that once we know boundaries, once we know how to say these things, bring things up, like you said, Barbara, before, like what your intentions are and all of that kind of thing. Once we're in that energy, we don't even need to do it. We're prepared to do it. People feel where we're at. People know not to mess with me. They do. Guys, they will talk the talk and all of that kind of thing, but they back off from me. They don't even try. They don't ask me out and all of that kind of thing. They will make attempts to, and then they back off. They realize I'm out of their league. They feel my energy, and they're like, I've seen it over and over again. It used to be like guys walking, you know, like, oh, she's hot, walk up to me, and then as soon as they get within like a meter of me, they're like, ooh, they start shrinking, they back off. And same, Tinder guys will be chatting, and then they take themselves out, and they're like, you're way out of my league. I haven't even said it. I'm not trying to impress them or anything like that. But they just admit it. You're way out of my league. I think holding a certain energy is important. Anyway, I'm just going off on tangents. Flying off on tangents. Who was next? Mary Ellen. Hope you're still here. Hope you're still here, Mary Ellen. Wow, it's like the end of the show for sure. Believe you have received. It takes no time for the universe to manifest what you want. That's true. Anytime delay you experience is due to you, you blame yourself. Anytime delay you experience is due to you getting to a place of believing, knowing, and feeling that you already have it. It's you getting yourself on the frequency of what you want. When you are on that frequency, then what you want will appear. Yeah, there's something in that for sure. When we be it. When we just like know. Like, that's just our baseline. This is what happens. There's so many things in our lives that we're like that. That we're like that with. That we just own, and we are that, and we didn't expect anything else. But then the things that we haven't manifested yet, we can't seem to get to that level of confidence about, and just like, well, it just is. I don't expect anything else. You like my tangents? That's good, because I've been doing a lot of tangents today. Cool. Well, that's everybody. Thank you everyone for coming along. I can't publish a bigger card read because I lost it. But I'm going to make another one today. God damn it. I'm going to make another one. You're welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming along. Let's do this all over again on Friday in 2 days' time. And I'll see you then. Meanwhile, thank you so much for your support of my channel. And don't forget to click like on this video and all of that kind of stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bye. And put your tray tables up. We're coming in for landing.